Hey, so today we're going to talk about Columbia, Tennessee and why it might just be the right place for you and your family to relocate. Columbia, Tennessee is known as the antebellum homes capital of Tennessee because it has more antebellum homes than in any other county in the state, which I find to be an interesting little fact. Murray County has the name Murray. It looks like Maury, like Maury Povich, but it is pronounced Murray as Tennesseans typically do. You'll find, and we probably should do a video on how to pronounce things in Tennessee, as we might have some interesting little concepts there for you. Columbia is home to one of the last surviving residences of the 11th President of the United States, James K. Polk. So that is a nice attraction. If you're coming to downtown Columbia and want a little piece of history, go by the Polk House and learn all about it. It's really neat. Columbia was founded in 1807, and it's also known as Muletown because it was the largest mule trading center in the state of Tennessee too. Now, a little known fact is they have a great family fun thing called Mule Day for all sorts of people to come, the locals, and then we also have an influx of 100,000 people typically who come to Columbia for Mule Day. So that's a lot of fun for the family and the kids. So Columbia just might be the right spot for you. Hey, so have you ever considered a little town called Columbia, Tennessee when thinking about moving to the Middle Tennessee area? Well, Columbia is only located about 45 minutes down the I-65 corridor heading to Alabama, away from Nashville. It is also the outdoor enthusiast dream in that it has a 300-acre nature park that's really fun for hiking, biking, mountain biking, and all of those sorts of activities. They have a terrific sports complex featured for lacrosse and soccer and softball and baseball, where people gather from both states, Alabama and Tennessee, to come and play, which is wonderful. Columbia has over 800 hotel rooms to house those people in while they're visiting there. Columbia has a wonderful, charming downtown, and it has the home of James K. Polk, who was our 11th President of the United States, which is one of his only surviving homes still there. Columbia has a wonderful downtown feel, community element to it. It has a lovely historic downtown that features great shops, great restaurants, community events like First Fridays and Mule Day, which, will have music venues and things like that for the family. It has a terrific art district that they have developed, which is wonderful. I mean, what a nice offering in a small town. The population is only about 47,000, but that can seem very large if you're coming from a much smaller place, and it can also be very quaint if you're coming from huge cities elsewhere throughout the United States. And you still have a big city with over 2 million people in it next door, about 40 minutes away, in Nashville. So Columbia has a lot to offer. Medically, you're doing just fine there. You certainly were a medical mecca in the Middle Tennessee area. So there are lots of things to consider when considering moving to Middle Tennessee, and Columbia, Tennessee might just be that spot for you. So let's get on a call and talk about it, but watch the video, like and subscribe to the channel, and let's set up your consultation. Okay, so when we're talking about relocating to Columbia, let's talk about the price of housing and the cost per square foot, okay? So the median cost per square foot in Columbia is between $200 and $230 per square foot. And if you've watched any other videos, you know that that is certainly significantly less than other areas. So Columbia is positioned right below Williamson County and Murray County down the I-65 corridor, and you could just be one little county over and have more house for less money. Very interesting fact to note. Realtor.com in December of 2024 said the median price per square foot was $215. Redfin said that it was $206. Fly Homes mentioned it kind of the price per square foot at $228. Movado said $212 per square foot. Rocket.com said it was anywhere from $213 in January of 2025 to $215 per square foot. So, does that change depending on the items you select to put in your home? Does that change depending on whether it's an existing home or a new construction build? Yes, it does. Does it change depending on who you pick to build your home? Of course it does. But that should give you some nice median price per square foot areas and ranges in which to determine whether it's right for you. When talking about the median home price in Columbia, we were looking basically around the 405 mark. That is significantly lower than other places in the Nashville area that we've discussed on some of our videos. The cost of living index for housing in Columbia is 92.9% of the national average. The housing market is somewhat competitive in Columbia because of that great low pricing. But homes in Columbia usually receive, on average, about 2 offers. So that's nice to know. That makes it competitive. According to Zillow, who everybody likes to shop, the typical home price in Columbia is $358,000. So is the estimate always right? No, you should always call your realtor. We'll discuss, we'll do area comparatives, and we'll see what Columbia offers and what those averages are. They change all the time based upon what sold last. Is it really a comparative to what you're looking at? And those things you actually don't get online. You got to get from your realtor. So call me, text me, DM me. We'll get on a Zoom call, or we'll just get on a call and we'll talk about what's right for your family's needs. But Columbia, Tennessee offers a lot in its housing market that maybe you can't get in other areas. The median home price in Columbia is lower than the national average of home prices. The housing market is attractive because of that for first-time home buyers. They have a lot of new construction. They certainly have your historic homes and cottages, and they have a wonderful town square off of which a whole lot of Columbia is built. But you can certainly get land. You can certainly get, some acreage and that type of setting as well. So Columbia could be right for you based upon those little attractions. Columbia is 12% less expensive than the national average when talking about price per square foot and the cost of a home. So food costs are also more affordable down in Columbia, and their gas prices. So I find that to be kind of an interesting fact as well. Columbia has a lot to offer when it comes to its community. It has some really nice shopping centers, has great restaurants and local entertainment venues. Their town square is historic and darling and has wonderful shops. And they have great art galleries and live music and breweries and wineries and restaurants. They also have, for the outdoor enthusiasts, lots of trails. They have outdoor parks, of course, and for hiking and biking and camping and all that fun stuff. So Columbia, being 45 minutes from downtown Nashville, really could be a nice landing spot when looking at a place to go to in Middle Tennessee from other areas. Columbia is down the I-65 corridor, again, 45 minutes from Nashville. It is considered part of the Nashville Metro Statistical Area, MSA. So Columbia has a lot to offer if you want to be out of that hustle and bustle, but don't mind a drive that helps you decompress mentally when you're going home from work. Chickasaw Trace Park is a 300-acre park outside of Columbia, located on the banks of the Duck River. And it is home to all sorts of outdoor enthusiasts. I mean, biking, hiking, all that fun stuff. But it's also known for its mountain biking trails and expert bikers to children as well. So it's a wonderful outdoor offering outside in the Columbia area for all sorts of people to go and enjoy nature and wildlife, and again, situated on the Duck River, which is very, very scenic. Ridley Sports Complex offers a place for soccer, lacrosse, baseball, softball, even ultimate frisbee. Columbia has over 800 hotel rooms for people to stay in while visiting the area and utilizing the complex. It is so perfectly situated for people who are in that general area of Middle Tennessee, about 50 miles below Nashville and not very far above the Huntsville, Alabama state line. So it encompasses a lot for the two-state area. Downtown Columbia is historic. It is nestled in between the Duck River. It has beautiful old, well-maintained buildings, and it's been completely revitalized. Along with Mule Day, they also have something called First Fridays in Columbia, and that's where you gather for live music, good entertainment, food, and fanfare, all on the historic downtown square and thereabouts. It's a really lovely community and area full of great shopping. Shout out to the Linen Duck, which is one of my favorite places to stage from, as well as just find little goodies. Women will like it. But it's a wonderful location as well, right off the square. Downtown Columbia also features its newly developed art district, which is a wonderful place for people to see local artists and purchase their goods. So kind of a neat little venture that doesn't happen in every little town. And it is a cultivated community effort, and it is lovely. So definitely don't miss the arts district in Columbia. So why do people maybe choose Columbia for their new place to live in the Nashville area or Middle Tennessee? Well, Columbia is known for its family-friendly atmosphere. It's known for its fun activities and its sports complexes. It's known for its outdoor wildlife opportunity in its 300-acre parks. The Duck River is one of the most notably diverse rivers in the state of Tennessee. So it's a very well-respected river, and we are a river and water-intensive state. It has a small town feel and nice, wonderful, warm, welcoming charm. And you don't always find that in your big cities, but you're still close enough to your big city to get in and commute, get home, and have that nice mental decompression drive that's not very, very far from downtown Nashville, about 45 minutes. You're also closer to the Alabama state line. So if there's attractions in Alabama, you're not that far, maybe an hour or so from Huntsville, which is a very well-known space museum, which is not too far from Columbia. One of the things that we want to do when we're talking about your move to Middle Tennessee is get on a one-on-one call, maybe a Zoom, maybe just a regular call, and we can talk about the things that are important to you and your family. Definitely DM me, text me, or call me. The information's down below. Leave your comments there and we can talk one-on-one and schedule your consultation, maybe 30 minutes or so, and we can talk about the things that are so important to you and your family when moving to Middle Tennessee. Columbia is just one of many options. Certainly it has that small town charm, that historic feel and atmosphere, that wonderful welcoming atmosphere of its community. And it has activities for people of all ages. It may or may not work for you. It may or may not be the right place for you, but it might be the right place for someone you know. So keep Columbia, Tennessee in mind. It is very, very charming. It has great shops and great restaurants. It has new construction and it has existing homes. It has farms and it has the zero lot line. So it is a very growing central part of Middle Tennessee and something we didn't want to forget to mention. So thanks for watching, and leave your comments down below, like and subscribe to the channel.